I'm about to have a mental breakdown. I regret doing this. I'm sorry, I'm gonna rewatch this footage and just be like, Hayley, what is wrong with you? Because I don't know. I need answers. Hi everyone, I'm Hayley. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing some bookshelf reorganizing. I'm reorganizing my shelves because as you can tell, they're a mess. I have books stacked everywhere because I've acquired a lot of books and I don't have space for them. I also need to get rid of a lot of books because the authors are trash. There's already been so much controversy and discourse online and I really don't want to get into it. Anyway, so if you're wondering why I'm getting rid of some of my favorite books, that's why. I just have been getting very angered. But basically, I thought it would be interesting to do a Q&A along with my bookshelf reorganization because the last time my reorganization video was like really short, which is fine because it's really just a time lapse, but I felt like it's kind of boring. And I thought maybe I could like spice things up a little by doing a Q&A because I have gained a lot of subscribers since then. And I feel like I get a lot of questions on these videos. And so it'd be nice for us all to get to know each other. So I'm going to do a Q&A. I don't have a plan for how I want my shelves to look. And I'm kind of irritated about it because this is the exact situation I was in last time. I didn't have a plan and then they didn't even turn out that good. But at first I was like, oh, this is gonna be really easy and really fast because I'm just gonna move a few books around. And then I just decided I'm gonna take all the books off my shelf, all 400 of them. Oh, I should count them while I'm here. Remind me to do that. I don't know how you would do that when you are in the past. I mean, the present. I mean, whatever. I don't know. Oh my God, it's gonna take forever. And I have stuff to do today. Also, if you can see anger in my eyes, it's because I'm really angry. No, let me tell you what it is. Freaking book Twitter is annoying me so much. Oh, it feels so good to get off my chest. I just need to like get off the internet, you know, like what if I just disappear? But yeah, before we get started, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel and check all the links down below so that you can stay informed. And yeah, let's begin. Look at how beautiful they are. I wasted so many tabs on these books. That's it. I'm gonna let them dry for a bit. They're not like wet or anything, but I need an excuse to answer a question now. So I'm gonna do that. But first, I'm gonna show you all the books on the floor. I didn't think I had a problem before. I definitely know now. Here are the books, and there are more back there. So, yeah, that's cool. Look, I look so short. Okay, well, obviously I need to adjust the tripod. This is a nightmare, but it's fine. Everything is fine. I'm about to start the Q&A, and I think I'm gonna answer one question for every shelf that I do. I still have no idea what I'm doing, so that's nice. For some reason, I got really sad. While I was taking all the books off, I got really sad, but I was also angry. I was having a lot of mood swings. It really wasn't fun. Oh my God, let me pick a question. You know what I am? Irritated. I just realized I haven't been filming that whole time. Why does this always happen to me? I was talking for like 5 minutes. I literally didn't even hit record. The first question I have, which I love, is what's a book you rated 5 stars that absolutely deserved it? You know how for a 5-star read, it's like you have that feeling that it's 5 stars? A book that really deserved it was A Dowry of Blood. Who was the author? I don't remember. I was gonna get the book because I literally just I read the book 2 days ago because I got it from the library and I immediately bought a physical copy because it was that amazing and I can't even find it. I just got it in the mail today and I can't even find it, but it was exquisite. It didn't give me the usual feeling that a 5-star read gives me, but it gave me a new feeling that I have never felt before while reading. This book was unlike anything I've ever read before. And you might be thinking, Hayley, that's so dramatic. But when I was sitting there, the book itself is dramatic. Like if you read it, you know what I'm talking about. But the vibes, the atmosphere, the prose, it was all so beautiful. I've never been drawn to a book just by the prose alone. Like usually I need the characters and the plot to also like suck me in, but the prose itself was already enough for me. But then on top of that, the characters and the plot were also amazing. It was just a triple threat. It did what it needed to do. It delivered. It was everything, and it served. It is about Dracula and his wives. There's polyamorous romance. It's queer. It's very bloody. It's so sophisticated and elegant, and it's honestly unlike anything I've ever read before. I want to read more books like this. If you have any recommendations, I'm not even into vampires that much, but I just want something that has that prose and those vibes and that atmosphere. Like, it was just so good. So I give that 5 stars. I'm gonna start organizing the first shelf. Cleaning the shelves gave me allergies because of all that damn dust, and now I'm freaking miserable. I'm actually in a really bad mood. I'm sorry if it comes through, but my throat is so itchy. I'm really trying not to complain, but I'm just unloading onto you. I'm really sorry. You know what? Let's move on, okay? We're gonna move on. I think I'm gonna put my literary fiction, my classics, and like my school books on the very bottom shelf because you can't see that stuff, and I don't want you to see it because some of the books I don't even like, but some of them I do like. Oh, I should probably readjust this, but I don't really want you to stare at me while I'm doing it, but I guess that's kind of the point. I'm sorry, I'm gonna rewatch this footage and just be like, Hayley, what is wrong with you? Because I don't know. I need answers. What's wrong with me? Comment down below. No, don't do that. But I don't want to have to deal with the books sitting in my room. Like, where am I gonna put them? I'm about to have a mental breakdown. I regret doing this. We're just gonna start and we're just gonna see where it goes. We're just gonna see what happens. Oh, bookmark. You know what? No, I give up. I'm not doing this right now. Leave it like that for now. Just don't pay attention to it, okay? I'm talking to you like you're gonna respond. I do not collect classics, in case you're wondering. I don't buy like any special editions or anything. The only reason I have any of these is because I already had to get them for school. You want to know how random my shelves are? I have all these chicken soup books. Chicken soup for the cat lover's soul, chicken soup for the dog lover's soul, chicken soup for the cat and dog lover's soul. And then we have regular chicken soup for the kids' soul. What are these, you might be wondering? I honestly don't know. I think these are it's a collection of short stories. And you want to know something that should have been a red flag for how I was going to turn out when I was older. When I was younger, I used to only read the sad stories about the dogs and cats dying. It's like I wanted to be depressed or something. I don't know. I mean, I did read the other ones, the ones where the dogs and the cats would save their owners. I also really love those, but I guess I really just wanted to feel something. We don't have time to unpack that though, so we're just gonna ignore it. Honestly, I'm just gonna abandon this shelf for now because it's kind of making me feel sad because I'm confused and I don't know what to do about it. So we're gonna move on to the other shelves that I actually like. If you could only read from one author for the rest of your life, who would it be? Oh my gosh, I love that question, but it's very hard because I don't know, because there's so many authors that I like for so many different reasons. See, my go-to would be, oh, who wrote my favorite book, Six of Crows? Maybe I would read Leigh Bardugo for the rest of my life, but then I think about how I didn't like Ninth House and I didn't like Shadow and Bone, so why would I do that to myself? What if she created something else that I don't like? My favorite writers are Toni Morrison and Audre Lorde, but I don't think I could read their work for the rest of my life because that would just make me sad. And like, I know I'm already sad, but that would make me really sad because they talk a lot about trauma. And while that is important, I do read a lot of the time for escapism. So I need something that will give me that. Honestly, I might go with Sabaa Tahir because she has never missed for me. I've never not liked any of her books. I believe in her. So let's go with Sabaa. Oh, and speaking of Sabaa, I'm gonna put her books on the shelf now. Let's talk about why Sabaa Tahir is a queen, because first of all, not only is her writing amazing, like the actual prose itself, but also just the way that she wraps up all of the storylines in her stories and all her characters' arcs and the romance, the slow burn. Like, she does everything so well. Something I've noticed is that a lot of times when authors have like a really, really strong point in their writing, some other places will lack. I'm not going to name any author specifically because this is not a hate channel or a criticism channel. I don't feel like doing that. I've noticed it more with like fantasy authors because some fantasy authors are like so good at writing the fantasy part where they are amazing at writing the world building and the plot and the suspense, the action. They're really good at that. But then when it comes to the more like personal and like emotional stuff, like the romance and making the characters more multidimensional, it kind of falls flat a little bit. But that's just something I've noticed. Like sometimes the fantasy and the story will be so good and then the characters and the relationships aren't that great. And I'm like, I can kind of tell where the author put the most work in. I notice I don't really mind that because if I'm reading an epic fantasy book, I'm really reading it for the fantasy and the plot. So I don't expect the romance to be like amazing. World building is hard. Wait, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, I meant to say that Sabata here, I think that she hits everything well. Like she does the writing, the pacing, the plot, the world building, the character building, the romance. She does all of it so well. She's just so well-rounded. Like she just does it all. There's not a single part where she misses. Good for her. And this shelf is actually gonna look exactly the same and we're not gonna talk about it. I'm sorry, but green is such an ugly color. Can we agree on that? Is green not the color that is associated with being sick? Because it is. I associate green with nastiness. I'm sorry. And that's why I don't like the color. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. I guess I'm gonna keep my Cassandra Clare books for now. If I take them off, I will literally have an entire empty shelf. I need to get my book of the month books. Oh my God, I should make it rainbow. Next question. Advice for booktube newbies. Okay, I got this question a couple times. Any tips for someone who'd like to start a booktube channel? Something that really helped me with booktube is connecting with other people and making friends in the community. That just made me so inspired to post more and it made me really excited to film. I got inspired by their content and I know, it just made me feel like I was a part of the community more, which I think makes the experience so much more fun. So that's my first tip, is like definitely try and get in touch with other creators and kind of build your own space. Just for starting the channel, just be you. Do your thing. I know for me, like I was a really small channel for a very long time and I never really was focused on the numbers, but I've seen that other people have been kind of discouraged because booktube I think is like really slow growing. I understand that it can be super discouraging. I think my number one tip for that is just make sure you're creating content that you like, because otherwise it's very quickly gonna feel like it's a chore if you're making videos that you don't even like and you're having to sit there and edit stuff that is not even fun for you. And then also maybe have some kind of niche. Is that the right word? Have something that people can only really associate with you and your channel so that they know if they want that content, they have to go back to you. Basically have something that makes you stand out. Everyone in booktube is kind of doing the same thing in the way that like we're all talking about books, but everyone kind of does their own thing and makes it unique to themselves and their channel. So try and do that, because then you are going to stand out and people are going to want to keep coming back to your channel and they're going to love your content. If you do you and be yourself, everyone is different, so already you're going to stand out because you are your own person. That sounds so corny. Oh my God, what am I, a motivational speaker? No, that should not be allowed. If I ever get asked to speak at one of your schools for whatever reason, run. I'm kidding. Oh my God, the camera's so far away, I'm gonna have to shout. Or I could just bring it closer. Yeah, that's right. My brain today really just checked out. Do you guys feel relaxed? Are you feeling like we're hanging out, like we're besties? Because sometimes you guys comment that and I'm like, oh, that's nice. Okay, I want to make this rainbow, but I don't know if I have all the colors of the rainbow, so it might look a little janky. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't look rainbow at all. I really failed. Some of these books I don't even want to put on the shelf. Like, what are we doing here? Ugh, I want to quit. Wait a minute. I have an idea. No. No, I don't. Okay, I don't really know what to do, so I just put the Book of Pride here. Okay, you know, I'm gonna do this shelf because it's the Cassandra Clare shelf and that'll be easy. And let me answer another question first. I hope those tips were helpful, by the way. I'm really not the person to ask anything because I know nothing. As I do a Q&A. Don't ask me questions. I'm stupid. Okay, these are kind of like a bunch of questions, just like random facts about me. But someone asked, how many siblings do you have? Are you close to them? My age and what I'm studying in university. I'm gonna rapid fire fun facts about me. I have 2 brothers, an older brother and a younger brother. I am a middle child. Can you tell? Don't answer that. I'm 20, almost 21. I'm about to be a senior in college. I'm studying French and English, so I'm a double major in French and English. And I also have a concentration in creative writing. Why am I studying that? Because I like to read and write. And also I've been learning French since 2nd grade, so I want to keep learning. My mom is fluent in French. She studied in France. My older brother studies French and he studied in France. That is something that I want to do, but because of COVID, I didn't get to go abroad, which sucks. But I might do it after school, so that'll be nice. I really want to be fluent in French because I've been learning it for so long, literally over a decade now. So hopefully one day all this studying will pay off, because I'm gonna have a degree in French. What am I going to do with it? I don't know. My mom has a degree in French and she's a lawyer, so maybe I can do anything I want. I don't know. People ask me why I don't have the dust jacket for City of Glass. I don't know. It wasn't even my book. It was my brother's book and I stole it from him, and it didn't have the dust jacket. No one knows where it is. It's been years. We're never going to find it. It's going to stay like that. I'm not buying a new one. You know what? It looks a little rustic and vintage, I guess. I don't know. Where the heck are my last hours books? Where's Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron? I have Olivia Rodrigo stuck in my head. Favorite crime. I finished a shelf and all that. I did it. I've completed 2 shelves. Well, technically 3. And also, if you have this question in your mind right now, take it out. I'm not doing a bookshelf tour until the end of the year because I don't have the energy for that right now. I think it's nice to do the bookshelf tour at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year so I can see how my shelves have changed every year. You're gonna get an overview of that though. Don't worry. I finished that. So it's time for another question. Ooh, favorite couple in Six of Crows. I love all of them except for Nina and Matthias because I don't like Matthias. Nina deserves much better than him, let's just say that. So I don't know, it's kind of hard between Kanej and Westbrook. I kind of want to go with Kaz and Inej because I think there's a bit more development with their relationship and a bit more depth because they've known each other for longer and there's a lot more yearning between them, which I love. And I just love how tender their relationship. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kanej. I think it's obvious, but I love Kaz and Inej. I love my crows. I really need to reread those books. And no, I have not watched Shadow and Bone because people ask me all the time. I have not watched it. I know it's been out for like a month. I'm not in my TV watching phase. I lost literally every single book I was gonna put there. So what now? Well, you didn't see me almost fall. What if I just left them like this? Honestly, they deserve their own shelf. Let's be real. I'm having a crisis. You know, I'm gonna leave it alone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Okay, I'm supposed to answer another question. My bestie Cassidy asked, what is your favorite moment with Cassidy Marie Wells? We were all in the group chat trying to figure out which like gifts to get Cassidy. I think we were like talking about her Amazon wish list and it was so confusing because she had like these little notes on it and they didn't make sense. And we're like, Cassidy, which books do you have and which ones do you not have? Like, which ones do you need? And she's like, I have these books. And we're like, why is it on your list if you have it? It was See, I'm explaining these things that doesn't make sense. A lot of the funny moments with Cassidy are like inside jokes, but I guess that's why she asked the question because she'll know what I'm talking about. She will know. Oh, one of my favorite moments with Cassidy, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, is when she was reading Redacted series for the first time. She was messaging me and she was freaking out and it was a lot of fun. Fun stuff. Honestly, I just love every moment with Cassidy though. Like, she's an amazing person. We do writing sprints together. I always look forward to talking with her on Zoom because she's amazing and you guys should all go subscribe to her because she is so funny and so entertaining and you will love her, I swear. Do you ever want to write your own book? And if so, what would it be about / what would the genre be? Yes, I do want to write my own book. I actually have already written 2 books / drafted them because I would not call them books right now. I love writing. It's actually what I do. It's what I do. I would love to be a published author one day. My favorite genre to write is fantasy, though recently I've really been wanting to write contemporary romance. I don't know why. Kind of want to dabble in some literary fiction, but fantasy is my go-to. It's my favorite. Let me answer another question because that was a short answer. My current favorite and least favorite book. My current favorite book is A Dowry of Blood and also Honey Girl. And then my least favorite, I mean, I always have the same least favorite books. I kind of feel bad. I'm always dragging We Were Liars. I'll say my current least favorite book that I read recently. Oh, The Guest List. Hated that. The Guest List was just dumb. I'm sorry, but it was so boring. I didn't care about any of the petty drama that was happening. I'm not sure how it resulted in people murdering each other because I'm like, can y'all not just talk it out? I don't know. It's just a bunch of rich people arguing. I wasn't into it. Well, that angle is really special and I'm sorry you have to see me like this. Oh my God, did I not do an overview of the shelves before I started? It's fine. It's whatever. You don't need to see it. It was a mess. See, I have one hardcover. You can't even see me. Oh my God. think that's gonna work for now. Does it look good? No, but we're gonna leave it alone. Next question is from my good friend Brittany over at Brittany and Books, and she asks, something you've done this year you're proud of, big or small. I'm pretty proud of sending Dragon Book off to beta readers, because that book for a very, very long time, and I mean like the past few months, I have been feeling so bad about. I felt like it was never gonna get to a place that I was satisfied with. I finished my revisions, which I'm also proud of, because I actually feel like I got the book to a place that I've kind of always envisioned it being at. For a long time, the book just seemed really broken and I felt like it was never going to get better. But when I finished revisions, I felt really, really good about it. I'm proud of me finishing revisions, and I'm also proud of me sending the book off to beta readers. I'm proud of myself for doing that, because I've always been so self-conscious, and I still am. Some people compliment my work. I genuinely think they're lying to me. I'm like, there's no way you like it. I'm not kidding. It's really bad. It's really bad. I just have really bad imposter syndrome. It sucks. I know a lot of people deal with it. And for me, it's just like, I never believe that I deserve anything good that happens to me. I really can't accept any compliments. I just have a hard time accepting any of my achievements, and I just believe I am undeserving of everything. So that really sucks. The fact that I'm like aware of that and I can hear how irrational it sounds, but I still feel that way, is really irritating for me. We're gonna work on it, okay? That was a great question. I really love that question. Everyone go subscribe to Brittany because she's wonderful. Ooh, wait, that shelf kind of looks sexy. Look at it. Let me show you how many books there are left, because I'm done. Like, I don't even want to do this anymore, but there are still books on the floor. This was supposed to be a relaxing activity for me, but it has only induced my stress. Look at all the books that I still have. What am I supposed to do with those? And then look at all the space I still have. I don't really have time to solve this situation right now because I have to go. This last question is from my good friend, Allie. She asked, in your opinion, what was the most disappointing end to a series or book?
Hayley.
Yes?
Let's go.
Okay, you're driving.
You're driving. I drove the whole day today.
I didn't really like the ending to The Queen of Nothing. Honestly, that whole book was a mess. It was fun, but it was a mess. It was a joke. And the ending, it was very anticlimactic. I don't even remember how the book ended. The solution to the problems and the conflict, that was anticlimactic. But the whole book as a conclusion to a series, it wasn't very good. So I'm going to say that because I can't really think of anything else. You have to come back to me. I have to think about this, but I really like this question. Okay, so I think I just finished. Well, I did finish. I'm calling it quits. I'm done. I put all the books that I want to keep on my shelf, and I really had to play some games to hide any holes. But guys, my unhaul pile is insane. Let me show you. So this is my unhaul pile. And just to clarify, I'm not actually going to get rid of all of these books. I still have to decide what I'm going to do with them. I just don't have space for them, and I don't want them on my shelf. I might keep them in my closet forever because I'm a hoarder, but who knows? This is what my shelves look like now. The bottom is a mess, I am aware. Some of the shelves just genuinely look ugly. But anyway, I don't really know what to tell you. I'm sorry I didn't film the last part of like me setting up, like finishing these shelves and those shelves, but I got really frustrated and didn't want to film anymore. This is a mess. I'm not gonna lie. I gave up on this shelf. This is basically like all the extra books. I didn't know where to put them. This is technically supposed to be a contemporary shelf. I love this shelf, and I love this shelf as well. And this shelf isn't too bad. I feel like it could definitely be better, but it does have my prettiest books displayed, and I feel like I could switch it out every few months. If I want to have Legendborn facing out or these Violent Delights, it'll look real nice. These are my favorite shelves. But the problem is I want all of the shelves to be my favorite shelves. I want all of them to look beautiful like that. I'm okay with how this shelf looks. It's not great. I just don't like how uneven it is, but I don't really know how to fix that, so it's just gonna stay. This shelf, I actually kind of like it because it has all my favorite classics. You don't need to look at the bottom. It just has like my miscellaneous stuff, like my mug and my annotation collection. This is my book of the month shelf. Apparently it's super colorful. I actually really like how all the colors are there. I think it's a good start. This is also a miscellaneous shelf. It's a mess because they're like all different sizes, and it honestly really stresses me out. These aren't even supposed to be here. I just realized. See, now I have a gap. What am I supposed to do? I don't even know what these are. Honestly, they're just random books that I got from school and thrift stores because I'm a hoarder. My Sarah Declare shelf, pretty self-explanatory. This is also kind of miscellaneous. These books, they just don't go together. Can you see the stress in my eyes, I'm gonna be editing this footage or I'm gonna be rewatching this video tomorrow and I'm gonna be like, Hayley, shut the hell up. You're so annoying. I'm not saying I don't appreciate my shelves, because I do. I love my shelves. I love waking up every day and looking at them. They look great. But I really was hoping that they would look better than this. So we're just gonna move past it. I gotta end this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reorganization. I hope you enjoyed me trying to do a Q&A. Yeah, if you made it this far in the video, comment down below a random emoji of your choice, whatever you want. Personally, I really love the smirking cat emoji. So if you leave that one, you're gonna make me laugh. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye.